Artyom and Liza met at a party hosted by mutual friends. He noticed her right away. She stood off to the side, not seeking attention, but her quiet beauty and soft smile immediately caught his eye. He approached her to introduce himself, and from that moment, their relationship developed quickly. Artyom was the kind of person who always knew what he wanted, and Liza appreciated that about him. She fell in love with his confidence, his ability to solve any problem, and the calmness he brought into her life. The first few months of their relationship were magical. Liza felt loved and protected, as if nothing bad could happen when she was with Artyom. They spent evenings together, traveled to small towns, and dreamed about the future. Artyom seemed perfect to her. He cared for her, was interested in her dreams, and supported her in everything. Liza believed she had found the one. But over time, something started to change. Artyom began spending more and more time at work, and even when they were together, he seemed distant. Liza noticed this, but she hesitated to ask, fearing she would come across as clingy. She chalked it up to work stress and fatigue, but deep down, she felt that he was no longer as invested in their relationship as before. One evening, after Liza had prepared dinner and was waiting for Artyom to come home, he arrived late. His face was grim, and he barely spoke. Liza felt the tension, but didn't know what was wrong. When she tried to talk to him, Artyom snapped and said he needed some space. This was unexpected, and for the first time, she felt genuinely scared. In the following days, Artyom grew even more distant. He avoided talking about the future and acted cold and withdrawn. Liza couldn't bear the uncertainty any longer and decided to confront him directly. Mustering all her courage, she asked what was going on. Artyom was silent for a long time, and then, with a heavy sigh, he said, "Liza, I need to tell you something. I've been thinking about this for the past few months. I'm not sure if we can continue our relationship. I feel like I don't have the emotions I'm supposed to have. You're amazing, but I just don't see us together in the future." His words hit her like lightning. Liza tried to process what she was hearing, but her mind refused to accept it. Everything she had believed in and held on to suddenly collapsed in a single moment. She tried to find an explanation, asking what had gone wrong, how she might have disappointed him, but Artyom remained calm and firm. He said it wasn't her fault, but his feelings had changed, and he could no longer pretend that everything was the same as before. Liza couldn't believe it. How could he so easily destroy everything they had built? Everything she thought was real and solid turned out to be an illusion. She loved him, and even in that moment, it seemed to her that there was still something to fix, that they could somehow go back. But Artyom was unwavering. His decision was final. She cried for hours that night. Artyom left, leaving her alone in an empty apartment, where every corner reminded her of him. Liza kept trying to figure out where she had gone wrong, but there were no answers. She knew she would never be with him again, and the thought of it made her heart ache. Months passed, but Liza never fully recovered. She saw Artyom in her thoughts and dreams, remembering the moments when they were happy. But now, it was only a memory of something that would never happen again.